Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your chief recording his Wednesday message on his iPad, all right, at home. I don't know whether you guys are aware, but the COVID numbers in Malaysia have hit an all-time high. The country is back into lockdown for 2 weeks, week 22, week 23 for the networking language. And I couldn't get the camera crew to my house, so this is your chief recording his Wednesday message on his iPad, on his own, like a professional. All right, guys, so welcome to week 22, the first week of rank advancement. And on this Wednesday message, guys, every time I do a Wednesday message, I address each one of you, regardless of whether you're brand new in this journey or whether you are a veteran networker or max out king or queen or even a V council, AVP, V partner, the inner circle of our great founders, Japadas Bismarck and the one and only Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran. And today, I want to talk to all of you again. All right? And sometimes I believe that our messaging as networkers is addressed to everyone without truly understanding their part of the journey. Now, I went through this journey for 23 years, just like you. And it's very important for each one of you watching this Wednesday message to recognize the fact that everyone you idolize, everyone who is edified by the V, everyone you look up to at VCon stage, all right, all the V partners, AVPs, V councils, the V elite leaders, and especially our two unbelievable great founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, we all started the journey just like you, with nothing. That each one of us had a tracking center or multiple tracking centers where the balance was 0 on the left, 0 on the right. So whoever you are right now, don't for 1 minute assume that because we are sitting here today financially free, having made it in this unbelievable company called QNet, right, with this unbelievable organization called the V, that we don't understand your journey, that we don't understand the challenges, the frustration, all right, that many of you or almost all of you go through every single day, from the smallest thing of a rejection, all right, to potentially a major crisis in your market or Google search or media. So today, as your chief, as your upline, representing the great ones, my uplines, Japadas Bismarck and the one and only Dato Sri Vijay, let me speak to you. So I need you to look at me, listen very carefully. Now I know that you started your journey, all right, with a high level of excitement mixed with a high level of doubt. It happens to everyone. Even when I started, when I spoke to Dato Sri Vijay, and he told me that this is the greatest opportunity for you, Pathman, that one day if you stay consistent, you pay the price, I promise you, you're going to be financially free. And I listened to him, all right, with faith, with belief. But somewhere at the back of my mind, all right, there was doubt. Now, firstly, let me tell you, it's okay, all right, to start your journey being unsure whether this is going to work for you, whether you're going to be the story, all right, of a max out king and a max out queen, which you see people achieve, but it doesn't mean you believe that you are going to achieve it. And this applies to everyone. Hey guys, when I got my first commission check, I couldn't believe it. When I maxed out, I couldn't even believe that it was actually happening. It was simply unbelievable. We went through a journey. We had our ups, we had our downs. And I don't know how many people actually watch my Wednesday message all over the world. But let me speak to you today from my heart. I understand. I understand the moments where you were doubtful whether this would work. I understand the times you had to go against people you love who had a preset opinion on information they saw on the internet about who we are, about this company, about this organization. And they attacked you. And for that one moment, because of your relationship with your upline, because of the organization or team you belong to, because of hearing the videos of, watching the videos of Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, or at least coming to VCon one time, you stood and you fought back at great risk of potentially losing those relationships, going against even sometimes family. And we all had to do it. And you know how much I edify, how much I love my Amma. But in the beginning, Amma didn't believe that this would work. And she thought I made the biggest mistake of giving up my supposed legal career to become a networker. Something the world did not respect at that time, didn't have faith that it could create tremendous wealth. I didn't give in to her objection. I didn't fight her. I just did what I had to do. And I prayed that one day she would support, one day she would stand by my side, and my prayer was answered. Alright, I still remember the greatest moment is being on stage with Amma, Kuna, Sati, and our mentor, Dato Sri Vijay, when I launched my book, Even a Moron with a Dream. Every time I look at that photo, alright, I realized at that time how important it is, alright, for your family, for your close ones, to support and believe in what you do. But it's not going to happen from the beginning. And you can't blame them for their ignorance, for their lack of understanding of this industry. Because until today, governments and experts don't understand network marketing. Why are you expecting your mom, your dad, your cousins, your best friends even to understand? And even worse, and I know this happened to many of you, is the next morning after you sign up, they open up the newspaper and there's bad news about QNet. That's even worse, guys. Then they go ballistic and they hammer you for making the stupidest decision. And you stood strong. And firstly, I want to say, and I don't say this enough, I'm proud of each one of you. I'm proud for the moments you stood strong for what you believe in. The hope that you have that one day you will be a maxed out king or queen. That belief that you have in your heart in the founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, that they will not let you down. That no matter what the world says, they stand for the truth. And our organization, even though criticized and vilified by morons around the world, we have never let you down. We have stood there with you. Alright? And as long as you qualify for a commission, I promise you that commission will reach you in your Quest account, in your bank account. Alright? And you kept the belief strong. And then you kept going, and you kept going, and you kept going. And every time you did a presentation secretly in your heart, you prayed that this guy or this girl is going to be the one who's going to take your left side or your right side to the whole new level, and your checks are going to grow and grow and grow. And they gave you all the indications that they are the next network marketing giant in your organization. And then after 2 weeks, they say they quit or they give up, and you feel devastated at that time. And then maybe you watch an old video where I spoke about the dream, that you never give up on your dream. The dream must be something worth fighting for, worth dying for, and you didn't give up at that moment. And you kept going, and you kept going. Presentation after presentation, challenge after challenge. And you remain strong. You remain a warrior. And I'm proud of you. And I want to tell you this today on this Wednesday message, that the rule of this business is never stop believing. Never give in to what the world expects you to do, but stay strong to what you believe. And I promise you, even if your check today is zero, even if you're struggling to earn 250 or 500, and I understand, I have been there. Every max out king and queen you see today, every V partner, if you sat down with them and spoke to them, they will tell you their story. The moments where my organization totally vanished because of the Malaysian crisis in the year 2000, and I had to rebuild it person by person, presentacion by presentacion. And I went to Dato Sri Vijay, and he says, never give up, Pathman. That moment will come, I promise you. And today I'm echoing the words of my grand upline, my mentor, to each one of you guys. Alright? Please don't give up. Please don't give in. Alright? To the negativity out there, to the morons who will never understand this. Because your time will come. I promise you, your time will come when that zero will turn to 250. Alright? And the person you least expect will become the next Sati, Arun, Aki, David. Alright? The next, Kavita, Sachin. The next, Yusuf, Sila, Mohana. Alright? Tobeng. The next Brijesh. Alright? The next Ainash. Alright? Okay, Dorian, Hamid, Said Amir. It's going to happen, guys. And nobody expected that. But sometimes the people you expect to be the giants will vanish. And the person who stayed loyal to you, who's struggling to learn how to do the presentation, that is going to be the person who will surprise you one day and take you to max out. Don't judge people. Give everyone the equal amount of love. Have faith in them. Support them. Train them. Hold their hand. Never let go. Your time will come. Trust me. And I need you to understand that zero is a great place to start. Because everything is upwards. And from that zero, one day, it's going to turn to a 250. Your first commission. Alright? Or the second 250. Or the third 250. And you're going to think, this is little bit money, not big. But guys, when's the last time you ever made money in a business? Whether it's $250, $500, $1,000, you are still better off than 90% of the businesses that will close without ever making $1, guys. And take pride in any size of check in the beginning of your journey. Take great pride because you did it. You are now part of the statistics of network marketing of people who earn regardless of the amount. You did it. You built your left and right, and it started to grow and grow. And as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't give in, as long as you stay strong, right, and keep your power of association to keep you energized, to keep the faith, to keep the belief, to keep the dream protected and alive in your hearts, and you keep going and you keep going, and I promise you that 250 will become a 500. 500 will become a 750, just like me, just like everyone. Nobody went from zero to max out in 1 week, guys. They took months, they took years, and yes, they only talk about their max out story at the point of max out. I hope more successful people will talk about the hardship, the times where they felt like giving up, the times when their family disowned them, the times when they felt they were alone. Just like some of you watching this Wednesday message right now. But let me tell you, you're not alone. If you think you're not successful, you are wrong. Because what you should say is that you're not successful yet, but your time will come. I promise you. As long as you stay focused, stay switched on, and remember what you're fighting for, what you're working for. Remember that dream. And remember that you are not alone. To all of you right now, watching this Wednesday message, if you have had a bad few months, if you have not earned a check in a long time. If you're struggling to convince people in your presentation, or you lost an organization due to a crisis or Google search or whatever, if your family is not supporting you, if your loved ones are not standing by you, it's okay. I have been there. Everyone has been there. Japa has been there. Dato Sri Vijay has been there. But we just didn't give up. We just didn't give in. We stayed strong. And I want you to know that you are not alone. That we are with you. Because when Dato Sri Vijay says, this is a family, he means it. And every step you take, remember that we are with you. Japa is by your side. Dato Sri Vijay is always by your side. So to all the warriors who are still fighting every single day, rejection from rejection, hitting a check this week and no check next week, and the TAT is tough to achieve, and you just feel like screaming and pulling your hair out, your time will come. I promise you. Just stay strong. And we are proud of you because you are still with us today. You're still on this journey. And as Dato Sri Vijay told me so many years ago, if you don't give up, you will make it. We promise you this. That everyone's journey is different. No two people reach max out on the same path. Some take 3 years, some take 10 years. But that 10 years is worth it. That 3 years is worth it. That 1 year is worth it. All the pain, all the rejection, all the morons who laughed at you. I promise you, it will be worth it. The day you open up your Quest account and you see a $5,000 commission, or a $2,000 commission, or a $10,000 commission, or one day, inshallah, a max out commission. It is possible. Thousands and thousands of warriors of Dato Sri Vijay have done it. And if you ask them for advice, they will simply say one thing. Never, never, never give up. Because I promise you, your time will come. I love you guys.